I'm Jeff Pedersen. I'm the head audio technician here at Target Field for the Minnesota Twins.
My name is Tim Habedank. I work with Parsons Technologies, and we support Target Field. It's one of our customers. So prior to Dante, we did a lot of analog systems, but there were also some digital solutions out there, but they were very limited in the functionality that they would provide. Sometimes the networking compatibilities would just be challenging. There would be limited channel counts of audio on the network. So we were really kind of handcuffed by these other technologies. And Dante really just opened up what we were able to do with audio transport around a facility. Parsons Technologies does a lot of sporting and entertainment venues. So these are large places, and we need to get sound from one end of a building to the other end. And installing conduit and raceway and cabling can be expensive, especially if the customer wants to do something after the fact. But all of these buildings, these venues, have network infrastructure pretty much in all corners of the building. So being able to utilize any of the existing network infrastructure and be able to transport Dante audio from any network port to any other network port really opens up the door for what we can provide to our customers.
Before Dante Domain Manager, what I wanted to do was not really possible. The cost would be prohibitive, and the time spent patching and running cables as far as I needed to go wasn't even feasible to do. One of the things that I can do now is send 16 channels of audio to almost any place in the stadium up to the control room, so it's very liberating.
Previous protocols limited us in how many channels of audio that we could get back and forth. But to date, I have never run into any of our installations of large arenas and stadiums where we've even close to run out of Dante channels.
Our stadium does have a lot of cabling. It's got a lot of copper cable. It's all over the place, and it's very expensive. The only problem is, other than the expense, is that none of it comes to me. It all goes out to the broadcast truck bay. There's no way that we can come up with the money to install all the cabling that I need in the old-fashioned analog way. So the future of audio over IP and Dante Domain Manager is solving hundreds of problems for me.
The facility at Target Field has a layer 3 network, which means every network closet is on its own subnet. So the network closet feeding the control room is on a different subnet than the port that's by the balcony. But with Dante Domain Manager, we can bridge those two subnets, and that really makes it so much easier. With a couple clicks of a mouse, we can tie these two subnets together instead of having to redo any network infrastructure or, of course, run dedicated audio lines. So Dante Domain Manager is very easy to use. The most interaction you have with it is when you first set it up. So once you have the software installed on a virtual machine, you configure the domains, and that's pretty much it. Then you're in Dante Controller, routing audio like you would, but you can work within different domains. The interface is just a web browser on any computer. Very intuitive, the dashboard's easy to read, so it's very simple solution to operate and to navigate.
We have a lot of live music during our games in different parts of the stadium. In the past, we've only had one line of audio to send a full mix of a band that had to be mixed locally near the band. For that person mixing, it's pretty hard to get an accurate mix when you're that close to the band. And for me, it was very frustrating because I couldn't make any changes to the mix while it was happening. Now, I can mix everything myself.
In the sporting and entertainment venues, there's often outside production companies that come in for concerts or other events, and they bring in their own PA gear, and they want to tie into the house system for different features. In the past, we've just used analog, which limits your number of connections. And of course, you still have ground hums and buzzes with analog connections. All of these touring companies are using Dante more and more, so they like to connect their Dante system in with the house Dante system, which is great. So the house Dante network, we want to protect to make sure that no one inadvertently changes any of our routing on the house network. So without Dante Domain Manager, that's not possible. We essentially open up our whole Dante network to any outside companies. But with Dante Domain Manager, we're able to create those domains. They can stay in their domain, the house network stays in its domain, and we can bridge the audio between those two domains as needed. That way we can still have lots of functionality. We can pass as many audio channels back and forth as we want, but we also maintain that protection of the house Dante network.
Dante Domain Manager enables me to create complex systems while retaining simplicity, flexibility, and power.
Our customers expect Parsons to provide them with solutions. With Dante Domain Manager in our back pocket, we're able to provide those solutions for them.
With Dante Domain Manager, I trust our game's audio will run smoothly and perfectly, giving our fans the best experience possible.
For any facility that has a complex audio system like Target Field, Dante Domain Manager is a no-brainer.